OCR Child Development, Cambridge National Level 1 and 2. Why study child development? This qualification is for learners who are interested in working with children or in health and social care. It covers knowledge and practical skills in the development of children from age 0 to 5 years. Students who have followed this course have gone on to study primary teaching, nursing, midwifery, health and social care, social work and childcare. Outline of the course. All students will study 3 units. The exam, which is 50% of the mark, this is called RO18, Health and Wellbeing for Child Development. It covers the roles and responsibilities of parenthood from preconception through antenatal to postnatal care and the importance of creating the best conditions for a child to thrive. The controlled assessment work counts for 50% of the mark. This is split up into 2 parts. Unit RO19, Understanding the Equipment and Nutritional Needs of Children from Birth to 5 years. This accounts for 25% of the total grade. RO20, Understanding the Development Norms of Children from Birth to 5 years, accounts for 25% of the grade also. The external exam. RO18, Health and Wellbeing for Child Development, accounts for 50% of the mark. It's a written paper which will last an hour and 15 minutes. The exam will cover the work taught during Year 10, reproduction, the roles and responsibilities of parenthood, antenatal care, preparation for birth, postnatal care, childhood illnesses, and child safety. Students will have the opportunity to sit a mock exam under examination conditions in the spring of Year 10. Following this, the students will sit the actual exam in June during Year 10. There will be an opportunity to resit the exam at the end of Year 11 if the first exam does not go to plan. Classwork. The classwork will cover all the exam content. Students will be expected to make detailed notes in their exercise books and catch up on work if they miss a lesson. There will be small assessments throughout the course in class and for homework. After each unit of work is completed, there will be an end-of-unit test, 1 test per half term. Classwork will include practice in researching and writing leaflets and presentations to demonstrate understanding of the topics covered. In Unit 2, Preparation for Birth, a midwife will visit to share their experience of preparing a pregnant woman for birth. The controlled assessment work is split into 2 units, RO19, which covers the understanding the equipment and nutritional needs of children from birth to 5 years. This accounts for 25% of the total grade. This is split into 4 parts. LO1, research into a range of equipment suitable for children in a nursery from 0 to 1 year old. LO2, research into a range of equipment suitable for children in a nursery from 1 to 5 year old. LO3, nutritional guidelines and requirements of children from birth to 5 years. And LO4, investigation into feeding a child to provide the best nutrition and hygiene. Students will be expected to demonstrate in a practical activity how to make up a bottle feed. Here are some examples of the RO19 controlled assessment work produced by students in the past. The second unit of the controlled assessment is called RO20, Understand the Development of a Child from Birth to 5 years. Again, this accounts for 25% of the total mark. In LO1, students investigate the physical, intellectual and social developmental norms of children from birth to 5 years. LO2, develop an understanding of the benefits of learning through play. LO3, they plan several play activities for a particular child that will encourage physical development. And in LO4, students will do several practical observations on a child aged between 18 months and 5 years old who they know. They will be expected to carry out observations of the child doing the activities they have planned. They will demonstrate their understanding of the developmental norms of the child and evaluate their findings. Here are some examples of the RO20 controlled assessment work. Students have produced PowerPoints, tables, and Word documents to demonstrate their work. The grading is slightly different to a GCSE. All students will start on the same programme, with the final mark determining which award they achieve, either Level 1 or Level 2. In the table you can see the GCSE grade equivalent for each of the levels. Further education. Students that have studied this course in the past have gone on to study a range of different courses at Chelmsford College or continue to study A-level courses at Boswell School. Chelmsford College has several different courses that may interest students that are taking child development. Common misconceptions. It's an easy course with not much writing. There are lots of notes to be taken in class, and the controlled assessment work produced by the students on computers will take up 50% of the classwork time. It's only for girls. Boys can also do the course. We have had boys take the course in the past. They will need to have a genuine interest in the subject and a maturity which will prevent them from getting embarrassed when learning about reproduction and childbirth. Students get to take a fake baby home to look after for a weekend. The pre-programmed dolls have not been used in many years and are not a requirement to complete the course. What do students say about the course? It gives you a real understanding of how to look after a child properly and opens your eyes to how much a child costs. You should take this subject if you want to learn the skills for how to look after a child. It's interesting and I might actually use it in later life. Information you can take anywhere and use in the future. Personally, it's definitely the most interesting and helpful subject I take. If you have any questions about the course, please email me, Mrs. Sylvester, at jsr@boswells-school.com.